Chicago. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. Welcome, Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. It's Dustin Hopkins set to start this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple of years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
Williams to throw on second down. And he's down on the other side of midfield, marking at the 48-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He takes off. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
It's a gain 2.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
A play fake. Now Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Here's Williams now to throw. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage as best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D-tackle is just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
3rd and long. From the gun, it's Shedeur. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
That's just a brutal miss, especially on 3rd down. If he delivers a good ball, Mike, that's a completion, 1st down, and this drive is alive. And I think he just tried to be a little too perfect, and he overshoots his target. And he's not there in time to reel it in.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense ready now for their 2nd drive, and the field goal on the opening drive took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Now Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift, and he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
They'll go play action here with Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver?
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The rookie out of Michigan, Mason Brown. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. right side, caught by Odunze.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. And this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Third and long. Here's Williams. He's going to air this one out. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
The drive starts with a carry by 4. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
Second down and 8. On the zone read, here's Sanders to keep it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. This is 3rd and 6. As we are ready to get back underway. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They've had to settle for field goal attempts on these first 2 drives, a make and a miss. So they'll go to work here on their 3rd drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Williams. That one complete to Moore. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, if you're going to run the ball in the middle of this defensive line, you better block the big man in the middle, Mike. What a great job, not only defeating his blocks, but being able to penetrate enough to take the ball carrier down for a loss. That is a great play by the big man inside.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll step up and run, and Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. I mean, he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on second down, Williams finding room at midfield. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big-time play for the Bears. It's a gain of 43 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game. Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Second and 10. To throw is Williams. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On third down, it's Williams. It is brought in the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Now Stewart on first down. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's another quick first down. That's a 25-yard gain. From the gun, it's Sanders. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second down. At the Bears 20-yard
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing again is Sanders. This one on target for Johnson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has the...
Good blocking, and he's in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns are on the board. It's 10-7. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Connection made. It's Burden. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Operate from, here's 2nd and inches. Here's a handoff to Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
For the Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Browns offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. We'll open this drive on the ground with 4. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's 4. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Browns.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Shador. Just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Going deep downfield for Judy. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. A big play and a much-needed one as well to gain of 43 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Run here right side, and it's 4. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
From the gun, it's Shador. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. At issue, did the ball cross the goal line? A reminder, it just needs to be the tip of the football just breaking the front of the plane where that white goal line begins. And it needs to be indisputable, which can sometimes be difficult with all those bodies in there. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns. That his second touchdown tonight. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role. Who's going to walk away with a W? On the return, it's Tyler Scott. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense get ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 1. As they'll search now for that go-ahead score. A play fake. Now Williams to the left side. He's got Clement. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Third and long. Here's Williams, and that is incomplete.
So these screenplays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
The Browns offense and Jerome Ford getting set to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. 1st and 10, and here comes Ford. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle.
A gain of 4 brings up
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On 2nd down, it's 4. To the 20. And he's got another one. Jerome Ford. Touchdown Browns. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Browns extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as our 2nd half is about to get underway. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
3rd down and 3. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
19 yards. That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up 1st down.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On the give, here's Swift. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll go again with Swift, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 11-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Swift. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. But in danger of stalling, trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. That's complete. It's Odunze. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
This is a great example of why teams continue to spend draft capital on interior defensive linemen. It's an investment that we see play out week in and week out across the NFL. Great example here.
Moore going in motion. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes, but now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Williams. Headed left, buying time. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, They know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This caught, and he was trying to get to the pylon, but he's not going to get there. They mark him short of the goal line. It is a defensive stop on 4th and goal.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The Browns offense make their way out to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's 4. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 4-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's 4. And this will not help the cause. He's going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
He's taken down.
The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Sanders. Left side, he's got Njoku.
Complete to number 85, David Njoku. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and 10. Here's Sanders to throw. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Williams. Got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Chicago.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Williams to the air once more. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again, Williams. That complete to Swift. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll go underneath to Swift. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.